What's up, Castle Clash Janglers? It is I, Nasty Nate again. And today's video is gonna be about where to put talents. And I wanted to make this video because the other day, where's my altar? I got this. A 5/8 Light Drain, and it was from the quest board actually, which I just been getting a crazy amount of talent refresh quests. I don't know why, but over half of the last days in the week I've got one. So I got like 4 out of 7 days of the week, which is crazy. But I wanted to get into a little bit about how I decided where I'm going to put this, because my first thought was Skull Knight, because I just rolled a Skull Knight and I wanted to put something good on him. But I never just jump in and do it when I get a 5/8 talent, because they're so rare. You want to put a lot of thought into it, and you want to do some research. Why? Because it's so expensive. The talent chest cost 5,000 fame, which, if you watch that last video we did on resources, is a lot of fame. It's a lot of time and resources. So you want to be really careful where you put these, because they are so rare and they're so valuable. So the first thing you do is you ask yourself, which of my heroes can use that talent or that skill? So first thing that came to mind for me is my new Skull Knight, because I've just heard so many amazing things about Life Drain on Skull Knight. But I've also heard some not so great things about Life Drain on Skull Knight. Like, it's just overkill. You don't really need it. There's better things, like Deadly Strike or Scatter, for example. So the other heroes I considered were Dreadrake. And right now my Dreadrake has a 4/8 Bulwark, so that's pretty good. So I want to be careful about replacing that too. And honestly, like, deep down inside, I know I want a War God on Dreadrake, and you don't want to put a 5/8 on somebody you know you're going to replace with. And I'm pretty sure I'm going to put a War God on Dreadrake, because I've done some research in on that too. And then also we got our third runner-up here, Moltanica, who only has a 3/8 Bulwark, and I heard some good things about Life Drain on him too. So after I ask myself, the next thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to go into guild chat and I'm going to ask my guild for their opinions, see what they think. And I did do that, and the two that really came up were Skull Knight and Dreadrake. So that got me thinking about those guys a little bit more. And so then I went to the next step, which is the good old internet. So the first thing I really do is I go to Google. I just Google it, see do I have it? What comes up. So a bunch of stuff's gonna come up, and you want to keep it sort of more about the talent, right? I don't want to put, at first anyways, I don't want to put in Skull Knight 5/8 Life Drain or Moltanica 5/8 Light Drain. I want to put 5/8 Light Drain. I want to see what people's opinions are about rolling the talent and who to put it on. Because if you put a specific hero in there, especially when you know that might be good for it, you're going to be able to find somebody who agrees that that's the best talent for that hero. And, you know, if you really want something, you can kind of trick yourself into believing that that's the best talent, just because you're only looking at the opinions of people who believe that that's the best talent for that hero. For example, if I look up 5/8 Life Drain Skull Knight, I'm going to find a whole bunch of people who think that that's the best talent for Skull Knight. I'll find some that disagree, but mainly that's what you're going to find. So I really want to find out what are the best heroes for this talent. Even if I don't have them, I want to take a look at them. So I'll go through and look at a bunch of these. You can see I did on here. I did on also my computer. So I spent a lot of time, all in all, probably like at least an hour researching this over a couple of days, just when I had the time to do it. Alright, so after you find out who are the best heroes for this talent, you look at the heroes that you have that fit that talent. So there were pretty much those three for me. So after that, I did go in and I would type in like Skull Knight Life Drain, Multanica Life Drain, Dreadrake Life Drain, see um, what people thought about putting that specific talent on that specific hero. And you're just sort of building an opinion. You're trying to get as much knowledge as you can and figure out what you personally want to do. A couple really good places to look at that pretty much are guaranteed to come up in Google, but if they don't, you definitely want to check them out. Reddit, there's a lot of good articles on here. Also, the IGG forums, you'll find a lot of good articles on there. And also, one of my favorite places to go, PD Gamers. I mean, I take it with a grain of salt. What they say, the cool thing about this site and the not so cool thing at the same time is that everything's pretty much black and white. Like when you go to the talent selection, what I generally do is I'll go down, look at the talent priority order, and it's pretty much black and white. It says if you get this, put it on this hero. So it's a good starting place. Usually, actually, I'll go here first before anywhere else, just as a good starting point. And you can see, what do they say about Life Drain? Skull Knight or Multanica. And so after that, I'll go up and I'll look at Skull Knight. So it says Life Drain is the best for him. Also Revitalize. But yeah, see, it's pretty black and white, which is a good starting point. And then you kind of want to go out and see what other people have learned from experience. Yeah, so that's pretty much what I did. And then I had to do some really hard thinking, because in the end, it is your choice. You want to go with just your play style. You got to think about your team, which heroes need what more, and what are you going to enjoy doing the most, because maybe some of these hero talent combinations aren't the absolute best for all game modes all overall, but maybe there's one that really shines in a particular game mode that you personally enjoy, like Arena maybe, or Here Be Monsters. You know, different heroes are going to have different talents that benefit them more in different game modes, and you got to think about which game modes that you just really enjoy. So for me, I'm not big on Arena. I do like Here Be Monsters a lot. I do like raiding too, Guild Wars type things. So I'm going to take that into consideration. And you shouldn't be afraid to experiment. I mean, again, the 5/8 talents are rare, and you don't want to waste them. So, keep that in mind at the same time. But, don't be afraid to have fun. Don't be afraid to experiment, try new things. You never know, you might find a really good combo that just really fits your needs and your play style and what you like to do in the game. And remember, the internet is not always right. Okay, so none of these places that I went to I'm looking at just thinking, oh yeah, that's 100% correct. Also, lastly, another great place to go is YouTube. Just do the same search that you would do on Google and see what people have to say. You just want to get as much knowledge as you can before making that decision, which I'm about to make right now, because I've been holding on to this thing for about 3 days now, and I had just got to put it on something. Okay, so let's look at our candidates, think about what we've learned, and ultimately decide where to put this 5/8 Life Drain, because I want to put it somewhere where it's going to last. Alright, so our first runner-up, Skull Knight. Let's take a look at him, think about what we learned here. So right now he has Deadly Strike. So Life Drain, I'm pretty sure would just be amazing on Skull Knight, especially at this point in his life on my account right now. I'm sure he would just be a beast in tanking. But I think in-game, I don't think Life Drain is really necessary. I think they're better talents. I think maybe I want to put a Scatter on him, or Deadly Strike. Honestly, Deadly Strike. If I roll a 5/8 Deadly Strike, it's going to go on Skull Knight. So, and I'd like that a lot more than Life Drain. So, that's kind of what ruled it out. No doubt he would be a beast with Life Drain, but it's not the talent I really want for him. And when I roll a 5/8, I want to put that on somebody that I'm really going to keep it on there and just use and just be satisfied with, not worry about if I want to change it out for a different 5/8 later. So, sorry Skull Knight, not going to go to you. Next person we had in mind was Dread Drake. But like I said, he already has a 4A bulwark, which is amazing for Dread Drake because he has so much health, and the damage increase really helps. But like I said earlier, I have my heart set on War God for Dread Drake. Honestly, the next 5/8 War God I get is going to Dread Drake. So I don't want to do that. I don't want to put Life Drain on him. I think it would be cool. It would help him a lot. He is so tanky and he has so much health. Life Drain would definitely be a great skill for him, or talent for him. But it's not the one I want to keep on him. And again, I'm thinking long term. I'm thinking end game. What do I want in these heroes to really last? So our third runner-up, Moltanica with the 3/8 bulwark. Not too high of a bulwark, still pretty useful. But the guy does have a lot of life. He is pretty useful, and Life Drain, I hear, will just keep this guy a beast, keep him alive, and I think I'm gonna go with Life Drain on Moltanica. I really do. Other options for Moltanica, well, obviously a 5/8 bulwark would be nice. Scatter would be cool, but Life Drain is also amazing. I think I'm gonna put it on him, because he is one of my top heroes. He's really good, but right now I have my solid 6. He's probably 7th. Maybe this will bring him up into my main lineup. We'll see. This will definitely be good for dungeons. Here be monsters. So I think this is going to be a really positive upgrade for my account, for my Moltanica, and who knows? Maybe this will up his place in line to be evolved, because I do have another Moltanica card. Alright, here we go, guys. There we go. We got a 5/8 Life Drain Moltanica. So we'll be testing this guy out a little bit in the future, but I just kind of wanted to go over my process of thought when I get those 5/8s, because it really is exciting. It can make big changes to your account, and you want to put a lot of thought into it. So yeah, do your research. Really think about what you want for you, not just what the internet says to do, and then go for it. Try it out, see how you like it. All right, well, I'm really happy about that, getting that 5/8 Life Drain on Moltanica. Can't wait to see how that plays out in the long run. And thanks for watching, Janglers. I'll see you guys later. Nasty Nate out. Bye.